Those are the vibes I want to hear when we're hopping into Blue Lagoon. What is up, one and all? Welcome back to the Age of Mythology Retold action here. We have got Redo in the blue, playing as Odin. Up against him is going to be none other than Hasup, this time on the Egyptians, playing as Set. First time we get to see them as well, right? Like, we've actually been seeing a lot of Isis and a little bit, I think we saw one game of Osiris, but no Set so far. Set's pretty cool, though. Like, you have these kind of rampant production rates around your buildings. You get these nice little red miasma effects to allow you to kind of escalate production. Curious to see how you play this, Civ, because I feel like of the Egyptian options, Set strikes me as the most aggressive choice. But let's see if that aggressive turn leads to some relic gathering. I want to see if there's any high values here. We've got Ankara, which is going to be a favor trickle. I quite like that for the Egyptians. I feel like in this matchup, you're going to generate a little bit slower because it feels more natural, I think, for like a Norse player to scale into Hesses than you just scale into priests. Head of Orpheus, not as important. That's just going to be the line of sight in buildings. Dwarven Calipers, which siege weapons much later in the game. I don't know if we'll even get that deep. And then finally, the Bridle of Pegasus, which is always nice to have, right? Just spawning free scout units. Always helpful in these type of games. And we have got the Set shenanigans. Ooh, I forgot about this. You can wallalol the creeps. So actually, maybe we will see something to rival the Hisses in terms of priests. What do you think he's whispering into elephants here? Dumbo was a lie. I'll make you a real protagonist. I don't know if we should do that to them. They're gonna eat you anyway. We should eat them first. Meanwhile, what have we got happening in the base here? It's a pretty chill start, actually. He already did duplicate the wildlife for the Great Hunt. So I believe... Wait, was that for the giraffes? Yeah, so he doubled the food from 600 to 1200, right? And the elephant has finally been converted, baby. Oh, this is great. I thought maybe he'd just bring it home because it's 550 to eat. Right? It's kind of like, comparatively, I guess on like Age of Empires 2, because you can pull the enemy boar, right? It's a bit like that. To just like grief your opponent. Or in like AoE 4, it'd be the equivalent of shoving the deer. Instead, it's going to look to shove face straight into the base. Elephant. That's not great damage, right? No, so I guess you do just walk at home, but he's scouting on the way. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. Like I said, first time getting to see this, but it's a lot of food to be denying from your opponent's side of the map. I mean, it's the highest value stuff as well, right? Like, zebras are worth, I believe, it's 200? Pretty sure... No, sorry, 250? I think gazelles are worth less, but the elephant is the biggest deal of all. What we got happening at home? I think we're cooking up ages, aren't we? So Freya is going to be on the way for Odin, so it looks like we're going to be getting to the Valkyrie. Other side of this, it is going to be Anubis on the way. So Anubites are pretty interesting here. I don't think you rush towards them. I always find Anubites, like, they're decent for raiding, but outside that, it almost feels like they're a secondary engage type unit. And so far, I feel like when we've been watching Egyptians, they've been booming in more than one way. And what I mean by that is they've been booming for TCs and they've been booming for age up. I haven't seen much feudal play out of Egyptians so far. Wondering if Set plays a bit different in that regard. Oh, just a reminder to people, right side equal this player, left side equal this player. Apologies for that. I really wish there was a way to fix it, but right now there is genuinely nothing, unfortunately. So we've got great holes in the way in the center. Oh, that's a nice freebie right there. Berserker comes in. Anubite is going to be able to react to this, but not quick enough. Priest is going to go down. Oh, the traffic jams. Can the elephants and deer do enough? Wait. Wait. He got him. Oh my god, he's actually stuck. He legit can't get away from this. You should be able to kill the elephant quick enough, though. Yeah, so Valkyrie will eventually die. Over here, the serpents have been summoned, though. So nice blocker to the attempt with a Great Horn in the center. 2 Hisses go down. And you're just keeping the Valkyrie away. That's sick. So no heal potential. Instead, now the Hyena set is on the way. And it looks like the Great Hall is going to get denied. So a very aggressive tone from the Egyptians. Elephant is going to look to shift away here. Unfortunately, the Valkyrie has more melee range than people did in Modern Warfare 2 with Commando. Nobody's at least be able to mop that up, though. Kind of unfortunate and wasteful here. A lot of food now just sitting there beginning to decay. But worthwhile everywhere else in this game right now. Ridu does seem to be technically ahead. I mean, he's got a slight military issue here. Economically, he's okay. He's not sitting on big reserves either. I don't know. I don't know how the score says that Ridu is ahead. I guess more buildings is the only thing that would be logical here. But the pinch, another Hissar goes down. This is, to put it politely, not good. I wondered if we were going to see Ayyubids this early, but honestly, it's paying off. And I love this. He has Priest on the way. Remember, he can heal these guys up. Just kiss those boo-boos better. Love the fact we've also got Axemen coming in. A good, solid answer to the Perseus. Might even be able to get the kill. Is it me, or does Ridu just look like he needs a redo in this game? He's kind of scrambling to get together a defense, but it's difficult at this stage. Especially with the Serpents. The Serpents are always here, right? So this was really smart by Hussup. He created a strong reset point right next to the enemy base, which denied their expansion as well. So whenever he feels pressured, he can just come here and hide. And that looks like Raiden Cavalry might at least see this move out. Are you kidding me? He got the tiniest of glimpses, but I don't think he noticed. So pocket economies are right now working out for Hussup. Ridu does have a new wave together, and that looks like enough to force him away. You can't be delusional about Hussup's army because he's apparently playing a bit more greedy here. It's quite weak, right? It's a lot of Gaia units, not strong units. It's like we have got some switches on the way, though. He's going to be moving the Spearman soon. Sometime it's going to be bought by the Rhinoceroses. In fact, enough to take down both the hearses. I don't know. I feel like Ridu had a good position there and then tried to force it. And now it looks a bit ugly. Ayyubid's not going to dive in. Not ideal for the Raiden Cavalry to have to attack them. He's going to try to target down the low one, but actually loses aggro! He's only killing Gaia right now. This is brutal. He's not really killing the true pure units. And the counter to his mass cavalry strat is now on the way. Double Spearman production coming in. This is slipping a little bit. The upside, at least for Ridu, is although it feels like he's kind of taking scrappy fights and not coming out well for it, he's at least protecting his economy, right? That's not getting hit. That's the plus side. That's the positive. And it feels like he's keeping an eye out for these transitions, right? Whether his opponent moves on to the risky back resources or goes for a second TC. So Ridu is doing the right thing in that regard. He's looking for that timing attack when his opponent does something greedy. But credit to him so far, Hussup, resisting the temptation.
And which?
It's a lot of attention for one Rhino. We're hungry, please. If the Rhino dies in the water, is it technically seafood?
Garrick. N wedge.
Looks like we're getting some denial on vision here. However, it did get the info. He knows he's gathering down here. And this is the more delicate phase of the game, right? Where both of them are starting to spread their economy. It can become a bit of a liability. I'm wondering. I thought we might have a switch up for a set there, but no. Hussup staying honest to the age. Pass coming in. Hussup, we've been here before. These fights look deceptive, like he's about to lose him, but all of a sudden a breakthrough there. The Valkyrie front line not working as well as it was intended. The Axemen now in a bit of trouble. Ayyubids are going to jump to the backside. Able to start taking out that soft underbelly. And second wave now coming in. This is Defender's advantage. Realistically, this is a fight that Ridu should be winning. Ayyubids are starting to fall here. So it should be enough for the Norse to hold on. But they're going to have to hold on a little bit closer to home, right? Yeah. Still, it's the lead building. Hassup now
And
almost
reach.
double the military. Eco is still even, so this is starting to snowball. And I mean, Redo, he doesn't really have a counter play coming in, right? Like, he just keeps playing the same thing again and again. Raiding cavalry into Valkyrie. The Axemen was meant to be his saving grace, but although they got some good hits in, ultimately it didn't feel like enough. It's funny as well, because with this many spearmen, you can even start seeing slingers come out. Slingers would be the perfect answer to round this out. They get bonus damage against other range units, right? So that means Axemen would just be toast. Raid on the north side. Dwarfs. Expensive losses there. Slow breakaway. Leads to an eco lead of 7 now for the Egyptians. Push continues. I think at this stage, the game has run its course. Redo has really ran out of safe areas to strip resources from. He's got like the zebra behind him, right? But he needs gold. Like when you're playing Norse, they're pretty gold heavy. Especially when you're doing comps like this. I like that he's at least breaking out. I think you just need to go raid. If you keep trying to address the main army, you're going to lose. But Redo, what? I think he just rallied his troops across map in different directions. It's not the first time this has happened, though. Villagers are at least getting found on the north side. So good hit there. I do think that if you're Hasupa, though, you just reinforce with new Rax units and send the army into the enemy base. I think that's exactly what's going to start happening here. Dive underneath the TC, just not feasible at this stage. Interesting with the houses around the outpost, by the way. I'm assuming this is just to protect the defense and make it hard for it to be rushed down, but pretty cool little detail. I'll see. Now starting to knock at the door. Redo? A bit slow of a reaction. We have got Anubites reaching into the economy now. Redo just pretty much has to choose which fight he wants to die to at this stage. Because this is hard, man. We've even got the Slinger Switch coming in. Cavalry gets chased away. And now the Spearman can move in for the maximum dent here. House is being taken down. I mean, Redo, you'd think he wouldn't need them. He actually does. He might not have a big economy. He might not have a big military. He also doesn't have many houses. He's pop-locked. I've got a few spearmen up here, but the only thing that's really missing is just peeling half these spearmen and always chasing. But I think this is good enough. Damn. You're not sure who Redo is, but clearly not quite... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not on Hasup's level. Definitely doesn't look like it in this game. I heard he has a fairly high ranking, though. He's a decent player. Maybe it's just the matchup. I don't know. Is this meant to be quite set favored? Either way, it looks like an outright win for set. Hasup forces the GG. Really cool to see the Egyptians play Age 2.